Today is Sunday. Today is Sunday. I'm flying to Lomé, Togo, in Africa on Wednesday, and I have still a lot of things to do. But this is my first time actually flying out of Europe and actually staying for that long. I always my longest was 2 weeks, somewhere in Italy. But flying to Togo is super different for me, and I'm really excited to see how it goes and how my experience is going to be. And it's basically going to be my first vlog, and it's going to be a series. And I'm trying to document everything as closely as possible and be as authentic as possible, which is kind of different to the videos that I did before. And just taking you guys with me. And I want to show you guys how it is to actually travel and work for someone that's doing that the first time. But yeah, I have to get posted in a state where we can actually reach the goal next week, and I'm flying on Wednesday and still a lot of work to do. So that's one thing I have to do. Second thing is, I haven't, yesterday I was a bit of shopping, getting some stuff I need for there. But I still need to pack my things and plan some stuff, and I already have the visa and the vaccines and stuff. Tomorrow I have to go and pick up my malaria. They're little pills you take so you don't get malaria when you're over there. I am driving to the gym right now, and it's still super awkward talking to the camera, or actually talking to nobody, as it feels for me right now. And when you start doing this, it kind of feels like, what are people going to think about me when I'm walking around with a camera and filming everything? And when they see me and seeing me talk, and they want what's wrong with him? Nobody's going to think that, right? But in my mind, it's kind of weird. You think about what others going to think. You kind of feel just weird. But yeah, you have to start at some point. I think it's going to become it's just you have to get used to it. So I'm driving to gym, and it's been a while since I've been there, just because ever since I've started doing martial arts 2 years ago, it just stopped being fun. So before that, I was kind of the usual gym guy. I just I had some bodybuilding programs that I bought, and they were fun, right? It was easy to be just consistent. I was going to gym every day, and I just followed the program. I didn't have to think about it. But ever since I started doing martial arts, bodybuilding isn't just the right thing for me anymore. It's just hard to find a program that I can follow, especially doing martial arts. It's not really super consistent. I don't do that every day. I try to do it 2 or 3 times a week, but sometimes work gets in the way, or there are some deadlines, or I want to finish the project, or I'm getting lost into work for my startups and my side hustles. Things get messy. Then it's hard to be consistent, right? But I just try at least twice a week doing martial arts, and then I would leave room for 1 or 2 times a week for lifting. But just going there and doing anything isn't fun, and if you don't have a plan, it's hard to be consistent. I don't really have fun with it anymore. But I really want to get back to being super athletic and super healthy. Getting my sleep right, which is also super hard when you do all the things working 9 to 5, having multiple side projects, having friends, family, girlfriend, all that shit. Yeah, it's hard to prioritize sleep and your health when it comes to that, but you have to get it. It's non-negotiable, honestly. And that's why I need to fix it again. Especially when it comes to my gym, there's another reason why it's kind of I don't like going here. It's because I still live where I have ever lived, at my parents', and I've been going to the gym for since I'm 18. And similar to this gym, this gym, every gym in my nearby is full of people that I know, and I just don't, I'm not a guy that I like being by myself. I'm a typical programmer nerd, I would say. I just like being by myself, especially when I work out or lift weights. And it's kind of, sometimes you just want to be by yourself and just get your workout done. And it's kind of unpleasant. Okay, workout is done. Now we're heading back home. And I have to say, not quite as bad as I anticipated to. I feel much better now. Like, I'm super tired, don't get me wrong, but at least I have moved. I'm not as strong as I used to be, but I'm still quite strong. Like, I did 130 kilograms of deadlift, which isn't super much. I did 3 reps and then I think 3 sets of 5 deadlifts after that. Then some squats, some shoulders, some leg pushes and pulls, a little bit of abs, then to the sauna. Like, it was a good workout to get back to the gym. Not quite the same level as I was like a couple years ago, where I did like 185 kilograms of deadlifts for like, I think 5 reps. And I only weighed like 70 kilos, same as I do now, like 74. Yeah, now I'm on my way back home, gonna eat some food. We have to work on Postal. 2 things are left for the launch, which is, first of all, we need to fix the background information. So Postal generates or helps you write ideas using AI based on your personal background profile. That's what we call it. And for the MVP, how we implemented it, it's just like 12 questions about like your product, yourself, your journey, your learnings, and so on, which is basically just the same set of questions that Joshua, my co-founder, used to onboard his new ghostwriting clients. And we did the same questions because that worked well. But we got the feedback from the first users that it's quite time consuming, and it's it's a high barrier for people to sit down and answer a set of 12 questions. And just the questions in it itself weren't super concise or like super clear. And now we have set together with like a product designer to find a better solution to that. We actually found one. I'm going to implement that one. And the second thing is we need to do a better landing page. Adam from Twitter, it's a guy, a good friend. He did a redesign of the landing page, and that one we want actually to implement because it's actually pretty nice and way better than what we have right now. And right now the landing page has a wait list. And obviously if we launch, we don't want a wait list, but we need like actual sign up payments. I already have implemented on Friday night. We got denied we got the email that denied us from the scholarship. And I was so pissed, I went out, came back home, and I actually implemented payments and said fuck it, we move on and make some money. That's why I did all-nighter and implemented payments. So that's ready. Only those 2 things are missing. We already implemented the AI and improved that. But yeah, and then we have about over 200 people on our waitlist, and we hit them up and offer them the deal, and let's see how many of those will actually convert. I'm going to get some food, sit down, and do some coding. We still need to practice some piano today. In case you didn't know, I am learning piano since a little above 2 years now, and I try to practice every day 30 minutes. It's not always super focused practice or super efficient practice, but consistency is the key. And that's why today I need to get some practice in. And tomorrow I have the lesson, which is actually my last lesson for the next month because of the trip. Yeah, I'm kind of tired, honestly, but gotta get the work in. And that's what ultimately leads to success, I hope, like being consistent and doing the work. Okay, we're back. I've already eaten. Honestly, I'm super, super tired. So we are not going to do that long, but we are still doing coding. Let's see how far we get. After that, half an hour of piano practice, and then it's time for sleep. So yeah, I guess we are going to do a quick coding montage and then see you in a bit. Okay, you can see this is posted right now. This is background information. And you see, these are just a set of questions in different categories. And each question is a text area. And then it's on you to fill out those text areas. And this is super inconvenient. That's why we are reworking it. And it's also not very flexible. So you have to answer these questions. And yeah, if you have any information that's not in that, then you're kind of fucked. That's why we were thinking of doing it differently. Something like a basic Notion table, which is that one. And then I just have a name, a tag, and some contents. The tag can be anything, just like Notion. The name can be anything, the content can be anything. Content can be a file upload, the content can be just a text, a link, anything, like any piece of information. And that's how we are planning to do it. And that gives us more, like, we want to keep it simple for now. Of course, this is still not perfect, but it's the simplest solution we came up with. I'm going to implement it. We get some feedback. Either it's complete dog shit and the user will tell us, or he just says, it's actually cool, but this and that is just not quite nice or quite usable for me right now. And based on the feedback, we can iterate. But I think building a fully fledged solution that we think is perfect and investing a lot of effort into that, and then getting a feedback like it's completely useless, that would be wasted time and effort. So we start basic and iterate on feedback. Okay, guys. So I am basically done for today. It's 10 p.m. I have not been super focused on coding. And it wasn't really productive just because I'm super tired right now. I think it's better to now stop working, doing some piano practice, maybe some stretching, and then going to bed early. I think the trip to Togo, Africa, will be actually way more interesting than just the usual Sunday. But yeah, besides that, I didn't tell you, but we made a sale like an hour ago. That's pretty good. We made some progress. We hit the gym. I think it's a productive Sunday. Doesn't need to be extremely rough day, but it's been fun. And tomorrow is a new day. I'm trying to be more productive tomorrow with coding, although I have some things that I need to take care of. I hope you like this new vlog format. It's extremely awkward, and I think I need some time to get used to it and get better. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think, and catch you in the next one. Bye bye.